Um, so the main event, it's likely the main event, I should say. We got Ricochet, John Morrison, Matt Riddle, McIntyre, Biggie Langston, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, and Seth Rollins. This is kind of a tough one to go with, but I am gonna say I predict Drew McIntyre is going to win it.
Fortunately,
He's not the person I want to win it, but he is the person I am picking to win it. Ricochet, no. Person, no. Riddle, no. Seth could, but I don't see it happening. Nakamura,
possibly.
no.
would be nice.
Kevin Owens is possible.
Yeah.
Who's the man in the match? Big E. Big E be nice, but I don't necessarily see it. I'm going with Drew winning this one. Who do you got winning Money in the Drew ladder match?
Drew is the obvious choice, ain't he? Unfortunately. But he could cash it if he does decide to cash in at any point. Well, he will, obviously. Lashley might not be the champion at the time, so it would lead into something fresh. But
or do you see him going to SmackDown with the briefcase?
Drew and Roman, perhaps. Maybe.
They have history. They fought Survivor Series. Yeah, they wrestled.
He doesn't even need to jump
even
to
before
SmackDown.
that,
He could get drafted to SmackDown, in the fall.
Yeah, and then that would give Roman an opponent going forward as well, on top of Finn. But my pick for tonight, I'm going with Nakamura. He's getting some good vibes at the moment. He's looking good, and the whole Rick Boogs thing, it works for me. It's a fun little yeah. It's a fun little partnership. I enjoy it.
We're over. I mean,
does win it. You see Nakamura cashing in on a person, or do you see him announcing his opponent like at SummerSlam? Do you see him saying that he's cashing in? Like this Friday, he says that he wants to cash in at SummerSlam, and they book the main event of Roman versus Nakamura, or do you see him actually cashing in?
I think the obvious smartest option is just to cash in on the spot. But as the person he is, I feel that he would like to announce, so it would build up to that match. But yeah, it's going to be Drew. I just don't want him to cash in on Lashley
because he's a benevolent king. That's what a benevolent king would do.
It's the noble thing to do, ain't it, to announce? Yeah. But the smart thing to do would be just jump in and cash in. But But yeah, I want Nakamura to win. I'd go home happy if he won. But when does WWE give us anything we want?
I mean, Goldberg is coming back tomorrow. What more do you want?
I don't want to see it. But it's going to happen.
First you had Goldberg, or first you had Finn Balor. Now you have Goldberg. Who's next?
I see what you did there. Right here.
Mm-hmm. So you saw what I did there. Now can I see what you did there? Who do you have winning the Money in the Bank ladder?
I gotta say that I think Drew McIntyre is gonna be taken out of the match by the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal.
Ooh! I feel that he's gonna get.
Thank
you,
James.
I feel that there might be some people who might help fend them off. I think Drew is going to overcome the run. That I do think Jinder will be involved tonight, but I think he's going to overcome.
I don't think so. I think.
But no.
Yeah.
There you go. You're right, Matthew, but also Joe could be, because he could still win and feud with Jinder for the Money in the Bank. So you remember, they can always do that aftermath. Because remember, Drew's not going to instantly cash it in now if they're going to do Goldberg versus Lashley. So there's going to. You're going to let him wait and continue and stuff.
I'm just thinking.
But I get you. I don't. Yeah.
I'm just thinking that there is no use of putting a stipulation that Drew cannot challenge Lashley for the title if they're going to give him an out 1 month later. I mean,
excuse me. How many times?
There have been stupid booking decisions before, but nothing is that stupid. It's,
Hey, timestamp this. We're gonna come back to this.
hey, I'm gonna say I was wrong, but then again, again.
No, I get you. I agree with you. I'm done with Drew because it's like, how many times he had
I am
chance
not
to get the
done.
title?
Yeah, I'm not saying this as
Yeah,
I am done
yeah.
with Drew, because I would love Drew to get the title again. Unlike you guys who have little faith over here. I'm pointing at all three of you right now. Anyways, but Drew is. I think Drew still is a fantastic babyface. He could carry that company forward. He is the horse to hitch the wagon to, all those counting top guy metaphor things. But it's time for them to do some character development, and him not being able to get to the title is a way to get there until Lashley actually loses it, and he gets a moment somewhere else, perhaps on SmackDown, or perhaps or perhaps he faces Goldberg in a rematch at Survivor Series for that championship.
Don't have to be Master Heat tonight. Jesus Christ.
It's the problem. It's the idea is you guys should think that Drew McIntyre not having the briefcase, Lashley's not going to lose that title for quite some time, honestly. So we have a good gap between title reigns for Drew McIntyre. That being said, I'm throwing my hat in with Pete Guest, and this might be more of a heart decision than it is a mind decision, but Nakamura gonna win.
Yeah.
I think.
Following your heart song there.
Yeah, but this space is too small for me to do the whole performance thing. and to ride on the Rick Books thing, I think we're overdue for an official release of the Rick Books version of Nakamura's theme. Please, WWE, I want this. I need this. I need that song with that guitar.
Here you go. No, y'all need to do it right. When y'all say Eva Marie, it's Eva Marie, and then it's Rick Boogs. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still recovering from a cold, so I didn't have the throat.
Okay.
Next week I got it. Next week. Remind me next week.
Same question I asked Pete Guest. So if you have Nakamura, is he gonna cash in or is he gonna announce his cash in?
I would say it depends on the timing, honestly. If the cash in is going to happen in the next couple of months, I think he's just going to cash in. But if you wait until post Survivor Series or something, I think Nakamura will have built up enough equity at the time to go back. Because let's face it, while he is as awesome as pretty awesome now, he's nowhere as awesome as 2018 Nakamura or 2017 Nakamura yet. And
I'd say, 2018 Nakamura was kind of watered down. I'd say 2017, yeah.
I was thinking 2018, post Royal Rumble WrestleMania. That's what I had in mind. Yeah.
Okay.
But 2007. Let's say 2017 Nakamura after the Jinder Mahal fiasco feud. Yeah, but that's the kind of Nakamura that you want that you would expect to announce when he's gonna cash it in. If they want the cash in right now, I think this Nakamura, he's still kind of like he still has kind of a mid card energy. So just cash in without announcing. That's what he's gonna do. And I would honestly be pleasantly surprised if they give it to Ricochet. I know there's no that chance in a million years that they do that, but
anything can happen. Exactly, saying anything can happen. We don't know exactly.
I guess imagine that Ricochet has the briefcase and he loses it to Mustafa Ali, and then Mustafa Ali cashes in the briefcase to become the WWE champion.
Don't do that to Master Heat his heart now, because he will love that, and then that fear that they like they gonna make him lose. It just in the most ridiculous way.
Yeah. He's not even doing it to my heart alone. He's doing it to his own heart because I know how Joe feels about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know he'd be happy and poppy like, hey, let it just go out. Let's see what's gonna happen. That's what Joe's saying.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. What if Ricochet but listen to this: Ricochet wins the Money in the Bank match, loses it not to Mustafa Ali, loses it to Mansoor under the tutelage of Mustafa Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's how they break up when Ali like give me that belt. I mean not belt, but give me the briefcase.
And we all know if Mansoor has that briefcase, where he's gonna cash it in. Anyways, but
He's
what?
gonna cash it
In China?
Cruiserweight championship.
In China.
yes,
There you go. Makes perfect sense. You know?
Yes, it's the biggest market for Fast and Furious 9, which stars John Cena, who is a WWE star. So there you go.
They've never held the Cruiserweight championship,
And has never held the Cruiserweight championship. Exactly.
So mine's gonna be kind of different. But weird. I have 4 picks. I have 3 in a dark horse.
This guy's like Ari Lawler.
So basically, half the people in the match you're picking to win.
No, they're different, but it makes
They're
sense.
different
It
from
just
each
goes
other,
that,
but they're half the people in the match.
Yeah.
4 out of 8.
I agree. I would love for Nakamura to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but I'm thinking he's not going to win it. My number 1 person for it, and they can do it right and build it over time, could be. Oh, and Drew can win it also. I agree with Joe there's room for Drew, unfortunately. No. But my pick would be nice. And I know he probably wouldn't, but it'd be nice.
Drew McIntyre. Come on, his guy.
I'm done. I'd rather have Drew versus Jinder over the sword.
And besides, you're not agreeing. And why? And you said you agree with y'all. I did not say he was gonna win. Why are you grouping me in? You're agreeing with these guys over here. These 2 guys. Not me.
But I agree with the Nakamura thing. Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
I would love it for Big E to win it, and he cashed in on Roman. Because whoever going to beat Roman needs someone who's going to be saying this is the future, this is going to be the star. It ain't going to be an established person. It got to be someone new to beat Roman Reigns. So take over the Tribal Chief.
The bad thing with Big E, he comes out and say he body slams Roman on SmackDown after winning it. Then they build the match to SummerSlam. And Big E wins by countout, and then the whole SmackDown roster comes out and lifts Big E up on the shoulder. Countout victory over Roman Reigns.
I know.
Oh my God! Oh God! I just wanna. That is awesome. As long as we get the E Express, I'd be happy with that.
It took me a quick 5 seconds. Like, what is he talking about? Then he raised up the shoulder. Like, no, you did.
The moment he said camera, and did you see how slyly he just put the body slam in there? But he just, he went body slam. He said body slam almost under his breath, so he buries the lead, so he could bury the lead in there.
Exactly.
Bravo, sir.
But,
bravo.
But yeah, Big E. My dark horse would be Riddle. They can do stuff with that. Again, I can make the divide between
Would Riddle, Riddle cash in on the tag team championship as he has declared a couple of times now?
Honestly, I'd like to see it. I've been wanting to see somebody do that, in Impact when they can cash in or whatever. I've been wanting to see somebody cash in Money in the Bank on a different title just for the shock value of it.
Exactly. See, so Riddle could be good. I did it for I did it for you, Randy, and he does the pose and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here's a quick question for you. Sorry to interrupt. How Riddle's been dedicating his matches and saying, "I'm fighting on behalf of Randy Orton." What if Riddle wins and gives the briefcase to Orton?
Exactly.
I was thinking something like that. I was thinking, what if Riddle wins it?
Gives it to
He's
Orton.
talking about how. Not even necessarily that. He says that this briefcase is theirs, that they're going to cash in on that champion.
Ooh.
And he gives it to Orton, and he gives it to Orton in goodwill. Yes, I can see where you're going.
Yeah, see? It's a lot
But finish your thought, Joe, so the people who are listening can know where you're going with this. Go on.
Before they all figured out my thought process, Riddle is like, "This is ours, Randy," and Orton just stares at him, breathing in whatever he's smelling at the time, like he does all the time, and Riddle just leaves it there. He's like, "Now you be okay now," and then he scoots off, and Orton just stares at it. Orton starts kicking around. Riddle's like, "You're such a good friend, Randy. You carry around my briefcase all the time." Orton then cashes in the briefcase. Since it's technically theirs, he cashes in the briefcase on whomever is the WWE champion. months down the line, and Riddle is brokenhearted that his best friend, stabbed him in the back, that, had an affair with Lisa, that he didn't get his job at the bank, and it just really crushes.
Even though they
Riddle's
put his
whole
ideas
reputation.
into practice.
Yes, yes.
You could say that Orton has torn him apart.
Yes,
Nice. There you go.
Orton told him apart.
Thank you for the RKO room. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Room KO.
Yes.
Yes,
Room
Room
KO.
KO. That's
But Biggie's I like Biggie P, but this is a slight chance we may all have to embrace the vision. They may give it to him.
I'd be okay
They
with
may
that.
give it. Yeah, me too. Muhammad won't, because he's a hater. But
I'd be fine. I'd be fine with Seth winning the Money in the Bank match. I enjoy booing the hell out of Seth. That's what his there for.
Okay.
It's just that I think they definitely have to give the briefcase to a babyface because of the heel dynamics of the title picture of both sides of both guards.
But to counter offer, it does happen, but they do like giving it to heels because they can always do that. I'm right behind you. I'm gonna cash in. I'm gonna do it this. Babyfaces don't tend to do that. Babyface is like, I'm gonna choose a date and a time, and this is gonna happen here. While heels make it more intense. Yeah.
Baby faces haven't really done that besides like Rob Van Dam. Really.
Rob Van Dam,
Yeah. Well, they had a special pay-per-view.
And John Cena.
You know what I'm saying?
And John Cena. Yeah.
Yeah, see. I know you know what I'm saying though. Like babyface don't usually say, "Oh, I'm going to drop in on you. I'm going to do it behind your
I
back."
can say that, but I mean, like, I don't see, like, for example, Seth winning this, and me watching SmackDown while Roman Reigns is celebrating and having any worry that Seth is going to cash in on him.
Oh no! But as again, we don't know if Seth will even be on SmackDown for so long. Because after the Edge thing, he could go to Raw. He could just that.
Another dark horse in this match. There is a possibility. I don't think he would cash in and win the title. There is a possibility of Morrison winning, which leads to a Miz and Morrison split because Miz, like, hey, I cashed in Money in the Bank last year, or technically earlier this year, and he starts getting jealous of Morrison having Money in the Bank and cost him the match. Like, I don't think Miz will beat him for the briefcase, but I could see Miz costing him cash in.
Joe just won't John Morrison, moist in the bank. Exactly. It's the moist in the bank. I can hear him saying that.
Yeah, the dripping beef. It would be the dripping briefcase. That's it.
Exactly. But see, that's it. It's a lot of possibilities. That's the wonderful thing about it. There's more possibilities here than in women.
I think, you
think about Morrison. If you close first pay-per-view with crowd with Morrison, there'd be a huge pop for that, and people would be talking like, "Hey, they're finally putting on Morrison." Then once he doesn't actually cash in, people would be like, "Oh, fuck WWE! They buried Morrison." It's like fuck the Miz. There would be people talking and buzzing, even if just for a shock factor of Morrison closing out the first pay-per-view with fans, the briefcase, because the fans would be popping for that because they would want to see him. They want to see anybody other than Drew. Sorry, Muhammad. They want to see anyone other than a Drew win.
I have no idea where you got that research from. It's just you're basing it on just these two gentlemen right here and yourself.
No, I get Joe. You're saying that the Money in Bank main event, and it can, but I just had a weird thought. Now they got the crowds back, and this is Sunday.
I think Edge.
I think they don't need a hook.
Edge and Roman is going out fast.
Yeah, that could happen too, but I need a hook for you to watch Raw, so I can either see someone appearing,
but you
and
can't
spearing
have
someone.
Hook is on AEW though.
Thanks, brother. Well, you need someone to tie you into Raw. So any one of these the title matches or the Money in Bank could be Money in Bank. But to leave off a cliffhanger, maybe you end with Lashley with someone attacking him. I don't want that to happen. You can have someone from Raw winning Money in the Bank because you can see what happened. Because I was thinking when you said with John Morrison, if you leave the ending thing of John Morrison winning, you're gonna watch Raw to see what happens and stuff like that.
So riding off on that, here's the thing: if Charlotte and Rhea go on last, then you know that Becky's gonna show up.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Certain matches at the end you're gonna be good, and like if the Money in the Bank, the man starts like second match, then you know someone's going to try to cash in. They always try to throw that stuff in there. They're like, ooh, someone could cash in.
Yeah.
So
what if
we don't know?
What if a member of the men's Money in the Bank match gets mysteriously taken out backstage?
That can happen too.
And gets replaced.
Ricochet.
Yeah. Then gets replaced mid-match by none other than the Conquering Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Oh no!
Then you see you have Kofi win, and then you have Brock Lesnar's chasing Kofi with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Okay. I thought you'd been sick, so I figured that you say Keith Lee. That'd be a way to just pick Keith Lee in there. I
mean,
stuff like that. I don't say you have to win it, but that's a good. Yeah.
I don't like bringing people back as a surprise in the Money in the Bank match if they're not going to win. Honestly, you can get away with that. You can get away with that in the Royal Rumble, but the Money in the Bank match.
The only time it really worked was RVD because RVD was pretty much just there as in the match. He was just there for the spots mainly.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be a good card, but like I said, I'm just hoping they just don't overbook everything and just let the matches be out of their way. Like you can have a couple of surprises, but I don't think too many surprises you can have sub for if Goldberg is that's Raw. Becky for tonight.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.